Well, hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm just kidding. It's pouring down rain. Not really pouring, it's just gross outside, but it's a good day to stay inside and stamp, which is what I have been doing all day long. I was off work today, so I decided to stay inside in my pajamas all day. I have not changed clothes or anything, so it is just one of those days. I knew nobody was coming over, so I just have been stamping. And this is one of the cards that I did for my March card kit in the mail. And so I wanted to show you guys that one today. I made something really, really cool today, which I'm going to show you in a few days using the same products, the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and dies, or the bundle. Today we're just using the dies, not the stamp set. But let me show you real quick what comes in the bundle. It is the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, which is, I say stamp set, but it's just one stamp. And you have all of it together as one, but what I did is I bought two sets and cut one of them apart. And I showed that in the last video, how to cut it apart. So this is part of it cut apart. And it's really cool because you can do it both ways. So you can do the whole die, ink it up, and then have the die cut, which cuts all of them out at the same time as one. And then I bought a second set, cut it apart, and also cut the dies apart. So now I can just do one butterfly at a time. So I know that's kind of a lot of money, but I just wanted to be able to do that for classes and stuff and not have to have the whole set of them every single time. So you get the one big die that cuts all these out at once. That's the outside of it. And then you also have these dies that are the intricate dies, which are what we're using today. And then the words we're using are from Enjoy the Moment. We're using the happy birthday from that one right there. And that's another really cute set. And also we're using the painted texture embossing folder and the Flowers for Every Season paper. And it's a designer series pack that is 6x6, and you get 48 sheets in a pack. And I wanted to show that to you because I don't have all of them still, but I've used a lot of them. They're so pretty. And they just have all these different beautiful patterns. There's the poinsettia one. I used that one back in Christmas. This one I really like. And then we've got this one. Oh, we've got it upside down. And this one. And this one. And the backs are really pretty too. I'll flip them over. This one I think is gorgeous. This one. This one. And I've used some of them already, so I don't have them all. And then on the back, you've just got some patterns, polka dots, and some different things. But the fronts are what I really like. I'm using both, though. We're using two different pieces today. The polka dots for the butterflies and the flowers for the background piece. So let's get started, and I'll show you exactly what we need. Let me get my computer going so I can see if anybody's watching. Hopefully somebody's on here. All right, so here's the paper products you're gonna need. We've got a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 Magenta Madness. Another piece of 5 1/4 by 4 Magenta Madness. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 Misty Moonlight. 3 by 3 of the designer paper I just showed you, the Flowers for Every Season. Another piece that's 3 by 3. This one is for the butterflies. And then a little piece of 2 by 1/2 white and a piece of ribbon. And this ribbon is from the, let's see, Magenta Madness in color ribbon. The 2020 to 2022 in color ribbon. And it comes in all 5 colors, and they're really, really pretty. I've been using a lot of those lately. So we're going to be using that. So go ahead and take a screenshot if you want to. Let me see if anybody's on here because I can't get my computer to go. Oh, hey Deborah, hey Diane. Thanks for joining me tonight. Let's take these off and get started. And this is a really quick and easy card. There's hardly any stamping. The only stamping we have to do is the words. That's it. Everything else is just putting stuff together. So first thing you're going to want to do is run this through the embossing folder. So I just put it in here like this. Make sure you have it straight, although for this one it doesn't really matter too much. Put it through your Big Shot or your die cutting emboss machine. I keep calling it Big Shot, but it's not that anymore. And also make sure this is a 3D one, so when you use this one you have to have that special plate that is like the gray one. So you don't use your clear ones for that. And then when it comes out, it'll look like this. And then what we're gonna do is take this and the shimmer paint. So I've got the Frost White shimmer paint. I'm gonna shake it up. And then I'm just gonna put a teeny bit in the lid. Just like a tiny bit, maybe a couple drops. This one's almost empty. All right, so I've just got a teeny bit in there, maybe a little bit more because it's all stuck in the corner. I could pour it back in, but I don't use. Okay, you could put it on a little teeny block or something too. And this is a sponge dauber, and what I did was I just took the sponge dauber and dipped it in there and got a little bit on the end. You don't want too much because then it'll get in the cracks. But you just want to really lightly go across the top of this, and it's just going to get the raised part of it. So I've got the raised part facing up, and I'm just going across it to pick up those raised edges and give it a little bit of shimmer. So I've already showed in another video how to do the whole entire piece with the blending brush, and then I ran it through the embossing machine. But this time I wanted to emboss it first and then just pick up these raised edges. So that gives it a really pretty shimmer look on the top. And I'll hold that up so you can see it. It only takes like a second to dry. Oh, I got some on my thumb. Just wipe that off. Okay. All right, so that's what it looks like up close. So if you get a little bit on the paper, you know, underneath it where the raised parts are, that's no big deal because it won't show up that much. But it highlights those raised edges, which I think is really cool. And then we're going to glue that down. I've got my Tombow green glue. It's not really green. I just call it green because it's in a green bottle. Put that down. Give it a good press. Hey, Sharon. Thank you. All right, then we're going to put these two pieces together. So this is our designer paper, and it's got really pretty on the back too. Put these two together. And I'm going to put those on with dimensionals, but I'm going to put some ribbon around that. So I've got the ribbon right here. And I don't know how long this is, probably about 5 inches or so. Just tape it to the back side. And then we'll put dimensionals on here. And this is a really quick card. You can make like a ton of these in no time at all. Once you cut the paper, it's like you don't have to do hardly anything. And this shimmer paint is dry. It only takes literally like less than a minute to dry. All right, we're gonna put it right here, kind of on the top section. And then I'm gonna take a little piece of ribbon, and I always leave it on the roll to do the little knot, just because I don't want to cut another piece and waste any. So I just tie a little knot and then just trim it. And where are my scissors? Here we go. And boom. All right, so then only thing we have to stamp is our words. And you could put anything on here. I just chose happy birthday because I always need a birthday card. So just ink that up. That is Misty Moonlight. And I can't see this from the side, so I'm gonna have to stick my head up here, and hopefully I won't be right in your way. Hopefully this is straight. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's always hard when you're doing a video and you have to stamp something because you always want to be right on top of it looking down, and you can't because the camera's right there. So you kind of have to do it from the side, and then you can't really tell if it's straight or not. But I always usually have a backup just in case I get it crooked, but actually that came out pretty good, so I'm impressed with myself. All right, so then we're gonna put, I just did a little arrow on the end, like a little, to make it like a little banner. I just cut straight up the middle and then cut from edge to edge. I'm gonna put that on with a couple dimensionals. And then we need to do the butterflies, which I already did ahead of time. So I'm gonna put that right here on the top. So you need a 3x3 square of the designer paper, and I found that you can fit both of those butterflies. So I've got one of the smaller ones and then like a medium one. And you can just put these on here. So you could get 4 sets of these out of one piece. Just put them on there like that. Run it through your die cutting machine. And then when you do, you come out with these two. butterflies. So I've got that paint all over me. So see what I mean? It cuts out the intricate parts, so it's all the middle part cut out. Whereas the big one that cuts out all 6 is just the outer edges of the butterfly. So if you want the inside cut out like this, you got to use the ones, and they come individually. And we're going to put on these with glue dots. So I've got my little glue dots here. I think I'm going to put 2 right in the middle. And if you see one of them, it's no big deal because I am going to put pearls on this. So put that down right there. And then we've got the other one I'm going to do with the glue dot. And put that down at the bottom. And kind of lift the wings up a little bit. You always want them looking like they're flying off the page. And then I've got my pearls, which I went ahead and colored with the Stampin' Blend. This is one of my favorite things to do. This is the Light Misty Moonlight. So you just take your Stampin' Blend and you just color it. It takes about 10 seconds to dry. So I went ahead and did a bunch of these ahead of time. And just put them on there. So I'm going to put 3 of these medium-sized ones on the butterfly. Whoops! Oh, one stuck and one flipped off. Alright, so we've got, let me grab that one. So stick them on very carefully. Try not to get them to fly across the room. Alright, so we've got 3 right there in the middle. And then I'm going to put just one little one here on the butterfly, the little one. And then I'm going to put one next to the happy birthday. Oops. They just want to hop all over. It's like Mexican jumping bean pearls. Alright, so there you go. Then, of course, we have to do our shimmer spray. So this is my alcohol, not like drinking, but rubbing. And it's 70% of the alcohol. You know, it comes in like 3 different percentages. You have to use 70%. And then the champagne shimmer paint. So you put most of the way with alcohol and then put about 4 or 5 drops of this. I never measure it, but I just kind of poured a little bit. Shake it up and then spray it, see how it looks. If it's not shimmery enough for you, you can always add more. So I'm just going to spray some of this on here. And that'll give the whole card some more sparkle. So it takes a second for that to dry. But then when it does, you've got this beautiful card with all this shimmer and sparkle on it from the paint and the spray. So I thought this was a really pretty card. Of course, I think all my cards are pretty because I'm biased. But I hope you like it too. So if you love this card, just give me a thumbs up or a smiley face or a heart or anything like that. Let me know what you think. And also, don't forget, oh, I forgot to pick a winner for the last card. I'll do that on my next video. So don't forget all my cards I give away that I make on the videos. So if you want to win this card, just leave a comment either on here, this is Facebook, or on YouTube, and I will pick a winner to get this card in the mail. So I just really appreciate you guys watching with me tonight. Thank you so much, and I'll be back in a couple days with another video, and you guys have a great week. And oh, also don't forget, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and click the bell to get all my videos as soon as they come out. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.